Su Ying. That should be a tremendous match. But we're going to concentrate on the bottom half of the draw. And Bingjiao, there she is, the left-hander, coming through the section of the draw that featured the only former champion of the women's singles title at the China Open in this year's draw, and that was Saina Nehwal, who lost in the first round to Porntip Baranaprasatsuk of Thailand. So there is the 21-year-old from India. This her first quarter-final here at the China Open. Her fourth appearance here, though. For Bingjiao, I was very surprised to see that this is only her second appearance here at her home Super Series event. She played 3 years ago, which means that she must have played as a 16-year-old. Came through the qualifying and reached the second round before losing to the eventual champion, Li Shuai. She was born in Suzhou, beautiful city of Suzhou, with all its canals and bridges and classic gardens. Lovely city in Jiangsu province. Well, she played a qualifier in the first round. Zhang Yiman dropped the opening game there. And then, of course, she beat the player who beat the former champion, Saina Nehwal, in the first round. Porntip Baranaprasatsuk, and won that in 2 straight games. So to the 21-year-old who lives now in Hyderabad. Number 11 on the world ranking at the moment, has been as high as 8. 4 weeks from the end of September, she was number 8 in the world ranking. And 3 finals this year for PV Sindhu, winning the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold, her second Malaysian Grand Prix Gold title. And as far as her matches are concerned, Li Chia Sin in the first round from Taipei, and yesterday against Zhang Beiwen of the US of A. Had to come from a game down in yesterday's match against the now American. So of course it was Zhang Beiwen who played against Bingjiao in the final in Paris, the last of the Super Series prior to this Super Series. This is the 7th meeting between these two players, and it is Bingjiao who has won 4 of the previous 6, including the last one, which was in the second round of the French Super Series. And obviously, with Bingjiao going on to take the title, she obviously won on that occasion. 41 minutes it was for 22-20, 21-17. So Bingjiao, 4 finals for her this year and 4 titles. Won the Swiss Grand Prix Gold, then the Japan Super Series, then the French Super Series, and the week after the French Super Series, won the Bitburger Grand Prix Gold. What a busy time she's had, and what a successful time she's had. And what a busy time for these coaches too. The Indian coaches were on the coaching bench for our last quarter-final, weren't they? Coach Madhu. Nice to see her back. She's been missing. I understand she's not been well, but lovely to have her return to the World Tour as one of the few female coaches at national level. Well, what an Olympic she had. Who would have thought? The number 9 seed in Rio left with a silver medal, and she was a game up in the final against the eventual champion, Carolina Marin. Beats 3 seeded players back to back. Taisu Ying, Wang Yihan, Nozumi Okuhara. First athlete in any sport, female athlete that is, to win an Olympic silver medal.
And on my left, Sindhu Pusarla, India. Bingjiao to serve. Love all. Play. Service over. 1.
Now, Steen, you were talking in our previous quarterfinal about different styles, and in fact, you were talking about it in our first match as well, about speed of shuttles and how it can suit one player or pair more than another, and styles when you play against a particular player. Now, I was quite surprised by the head-to-head between these two, I have to say. The previous 6 meetings, 4 won by this young left-hander, and that did surprise me. Is it something to do with the styles, do you think?
I think it is. I think Bingjiao relies a lot on accuracy and good technical skills. So I think she tends to control the games. A lot of deceptions. And it is also to me a little surprising, but perhaps that's because we think back on the Olympic PV Sindhu, because prior to the Olympics, well, she hadn't done that much. Actually, you could say that the singles categories in the Olympics, both men and women, were, apart from Li Chunwei, 3 players that hadn't really done that well in the year 2016, and these players, that's what I think is extraordinary. They've met. This is the 6th meeting within 8 months. So, and they're both young. So, so that's some of the players that are going to dominate the world scene in the future.
Crikey, what a good start! You're absolutely right. This is the 6th meeting this year.
One.
Good shot. There's a challenge.
Sindhu challenges. Foul E.
It was difficult to tell from that. That Hawkeye will tell us for sure. Here we go. No, judge was right.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 2, 5, play. Three, 5.
That was a good net shot.
Service over. 6, 3.
Very, very calm on court, Bingjiao.
Well, I've been watching a lot of her matches, you know, because of course she won in Japan, and I was there in Japan, and I was there in France and Bitburger.
Yeah.
And I've become more and more impressed with her. I like her skills.
Yeah, she's got great technical skills,
yeah,
in my opinion. And I think if you ask the players, if you ask PV Sindhu, what is it about her Bingjiao? I think she'll say something like, I can't really see where she's hitting it. There's a lot of Lin Dan in her technical skills, in my opinion, without any other further comparison. But the thing is, she's able to disguise her shots. Wait until the very, very last second before she chooses her shot.
Nicely done.
And it's not like, I mean, actually a lot of the current BWF chairman, former Olympic champion Paul Hoyer as well, because he had this left-handed disguised shots as well. And if you look at the two players,
7, 6.
if you try to blur your eyes a little bit so you can see a blue spot and a red and white spot on the other side, you'll see that the blue spot is not moving that much. The red and white spot, on the other hand, is moving. That's good. I like that by Sindhu. Put some pressure on her. Say to her Bingjiao by the racket, say, hey, you got to play faster than this.
Yeah.
Because otherwise she's playing her game by playing patient and playing basic game and so on. So you got to speed it up.
8, 7.
Oh yeah, that's a terrific angle.
9, 7.
You know, when we were in Saarbrücken for the Bitburger Grand Prix Gold, there was a couple of dives, I thought, from her Bingjiao that reminded me of Lin Dan.
Yeah.
And it's not just the left-handedness. I take your point about the skills,
Yeah.
and I agree with that. But, you know, I think she's one of this new, exciting breed of women's singles players that, you know, has the jump smashes, likes to play with disguise,
Yeah.
isn't afraid to throw themselves around the court in an effort to retrieve the shuttle, lots of dives, and it's very much developing in the way that the men's singles has developed over the last 10 years or so.
It goes in waves. So what the men can do, the female players can do sometime after that. Because, and I know that the girls are practicing this defensive dive in their everyday practice and so on, because I mean it's efficient, and if it's efficient in men's singles, why shouldn't it be in women's singles?
Yeah.
Service over. 10, 8. Sindhu.
There's also some resemblance with Thaihot.
Yeah, who lost in the final of the Copenhagen World Championships to Camilla Martin.
Very, very good technical skills as well.
Service
Yeah.
over.
Thaihot.
Yeah.
9, 10.
But interesting, her Bingjiao says that her sporting idol is Wang Xin, who had to retire injured in the bronze medal playoff at the London Olympic Games, and she said,
Also a left-hander.
Yeah, I watched her play on television and I wanted to play like her.
Yeah.
It's amazing how, you know, just
Service over.
the left-handedness can be such an influence on a player.
Yeah, yeah. And I think we've mentioned it before, but the funny thing is that we think that it looks like real left-handed shots and so on, but if you reverse the picture or the video, which you can actually do on several apps, for instance QuickTime, you can reverse it so you see her Bingjiao as a right-handed player, and you will see that it's exactly the style of a right-handed player.
Yeah.
And PV Sindhu could go on as a left-hander, and you would say, yeah, that's the style of a true left-handed player. Very, very good sliced drop shots and so on. So in fact, it's our eyes that are not used to see
Yeah.
the shots from, or the mirrored shots.
11, 9, play.
Good shot. Very nice service return.
Service over. 10, 11.
Back level.
11,
What was
all.
that?
Yeah,
Sort of fell off the racket.
I think she must have changed her mind.
Yeah. They look satisfied, those
Yeah.
two.
You'll probably think I'm totally mad. You made me think that
Yes.
anyway, Steve. The other person that she reminds me of, her Bingjiao, all the tennis commentators used to talk about John McEnroe having soft hands.
Yeah.
And I think that she's nothing like John McEnroe as far as personality is concerned.
He had curly hair.
But she's got that wonderful touch.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know whether it's right to describe it as soft hands in badminton. That's a tennis term, but
Service over.
she's got that lovely
13,
touch.
12.
Whereas you look at PV Sindhu. I mean, we've talked a lot about her Bingjiao. PV Sindhu, she's got such a good attitude on court, hasn't she? She's a real worker. She's got real determination, and of course, with her height, she can create good angles too.
That's an imaginative shot, and I guess that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
The ability to use the angles.
Yeah.
And also Kento Momota, another left-hander.
Yeah.
Who's got touch.
Mm.
And the problem here for we saw Sindhu in the Olympic semi-final sort of dispose of Nozomi Okuhara, so it's not like Sindhu is not used to playing against players with deceptions, and she's doing very well in this match, and it's totally close. It's just that the difference between Okuhara and her Bingjiao in terms of playing Sindhu is that Okuhara has bigger problems doing harm to PV Sindhu. I mean, if Sindhu plays a little bit unsharp here, her Bingjiao has got a stronger attack, in my opinion, than Nozomi Okuhara.
Mm. That was an extraordinary semi-final, wasn't it? It was 10-all in the second game, and she raced through to 21-10. 11 straight points. Was that the first sign of accumulative fatigue, do you think, for the left-hander? Not really?
No.
No?
It was just...
But she has been playing an awful lot of badminton of late.
Yeah.
That's a nice block.
16, 14. Okay.
4 straight points.
She's giving her way too much time, Sindhu. That's more like it. That's why I wanted her to put some more pressure on her, because the more pressure, the less choice selection you have. Choice selection, shot selection.
So, yeah. Oh, it's a good net shot.
And I think
17, 14.
I'll be going some video analyzing on now with Bingjiao as the target, because the coaches of the other top women's singles nations, they will be seeing her as a real threat. And one of the things that they could focus on is that, I mean, she's not a really fast player. She doesn't move that that quickly, like for instance Wang Shishan or something like that. But in order to do that, you simply, or in order to exploit it, you've got to be able to put pressure on her.
Service over. 15, 17. Play. Sixteen, 17.
But it's really a fantastic category right now, the women's singles. There's so many players of different style, different nation, fantastic technical skill sets, some extremely powerful players coming forward, and there's so many good matches in women's singles.
Yeah, I agree.
Well played.
Yeah, it's a good rally.
18, 17.
Both players making the opponent move the full diagonal of the court earlier on in that rally.
And it's also, when we mention these technical skills, it's also about, if you divide the court in vertical layers, like 10 layers, then from layer 1, if that's close to the floor, then we can take, for instance, layer 4. How many shot possibilities do you have from layer 4? That's important. That's part of the technical evaluation.
Yeah.
Everybody has a lot of possibilities from layer 10, which is an overhead shot.
Yeah.
But how many have you got from layer 4? And that's really what decides, in my opinion, how good a technical player you are.
What a wonderful way to describe that. I hadn't thought of that before.
It decides.
Yeah.
You can see that Bingjiao, she waits a little bit on the front court when she's played the net. She's not afraid to get played to the back court because she has good technical skills from layer 4, 5, 6 or so. She knows that she can play it at least 3 corners. You've got to push her to layer 2 perhaps before she's only got one choice.
Service over.
And I don't think
19.
Sindhu at the moment has the shot quality to go on to win this match. And by that I mean that there will sneak in 1 or 2 shots that doesn't have the right quality, and I think Bingjiao will be able to capitalize on that. That was absolutely perfect. Thank you for proving me wrong there.
Well, she couldn't have walked over there and placed it any better, I don't think.
No.
That was superb. So the game point opportunity falls for the left-hander.
19. Service over.
And that really emphasises what I was talking about earlier with her work ethic and her determination. BW Sindhu. What a great response.
And a good idea also to use these long drop shots. Makes it more difficult for her Bingjiao to play back to the net with accuracy. That's wide.
Oh, she's taken it.
That's well played.
Very well
21,
played.
20.
Well, having just saved a game point, now BW Sindhu has a game point opportunity herself.
That's right.
Game. First game over.
So, opening game.
22-20.
22-20, having saved that game point opportunity. Oh, I said she was a fighter.
Yeah, and that was really important
Yeah.
to get that first game because she's playing with the drift now.
21 minutes for that opening game.
आउट ऑफ बैलेंस में तो क्रॉस टॉस ऐसे ही मुड़ के मत मार नो नहीं हाँ आई हिटिंग मैम बट नो कोई बात नहीं यू आर प्लेइंग वेल मूविंग यस या दैट्स व्हाट नॉट क्रॉस
Sometimes you can play cross,
Sometimes
you can
it's straight.
Because she's playing from here straight, and she's ready for your cross.
या ठीक है ना गुड यस
అర్థమైందా?
एंड डिफेंस के लिए भी तैयार है
ఇంకా
जैसे
మధ్యలో చేతితో కూడా ఆడాలి. చేతితో గట్టిగా ఆడాలి. ఇంకా నువ్వు గట్టి కడితే నేను గట్టి కొట్టిస్తాను. చిన్నగా ఇంకా లంబా నవ్వు స్మాష్ చేద్దాం. ఇది ఇద్దరిని ఇంకా యువర్ రెడీ. స్మాష్ ఇద్దరు లంబా బేస్ లైన్ సైడ్. అండ్ లిటిల్ మోర్ పంచ్ బికాస్ దట్ ఈస్ బాడీ రెడీ రన్ मतलब ఫ్లాట్ పుష్ మీద ఆ రిస్క్ తీసుకోకూడదు. అందుకు ఆ ల్యాండింగ్కి ల్యాండ్ అయిన తర్వాత దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రికవర్ దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మూవ్. అది చూసుకోవాలి. గుడ్. Remaining everything, I want that aggression every time from the first point. Okay? And patience. Body ready in the position में ना stroke आर्तना आद.
स्लो फास्ट और फिर जैसे इट्स शी प्लेज मोर फ्रॉम द नेट ना ऐसा तेरे को अगर ऊपर से मिल रहा है तो शी इज इन फ्रंट तब पंच थोड़ा रख कि पुश कर
Net को नहीं dominate चाहिए. हमें ankle push చేసి నేను బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోతాం. Okay? Doubt ఉన్నప్పుడు as soon as I lands మాతో అడుగు.
Court
ఏంది
1,
అనేది.
20
Okay?
seconds.
చల్
चल कम ऑन
Court
Good
1,
aggression,
20
Sindhu.
seconds.
There was something about playing the cross there, Steen. I really struggled to hear that.
Yeah.
So did you manage at all?
I heard it as something that's not playing cross, that her Bingjiao was waiting for Sindhu to cross so she should play more
Okay.
straight.
Okay.
And there was a lot of positive affirmations in the beginning that she's playing well and she's moving well and so on.
Service over.
Couldn't really catch the last part of it.
No.
Too low. Service over. 1, 2. Sindhu. Before line judge, don't shout, okay?
What was that? Don't
Oh.
call, let the line judge make the decision?
Yeah, don't shout.
Well, that was so far out. I think it was a celebration, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
3, 2.
She was waiting for that cross. Bingjiao. That's well played.
Yeah. Good commitment from PV Sindhu. Which would support your theory that they said don't cross too much. She's waiting for the cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good start from Sindhu.
Bingjiao. Bingjiao. Service over.
I think they discussed that as well and wanted her to get a little angle on that defense. The Indian coaches overdid it this time. Good deception.
Oh, it's just missed.
Service over. 6-3.
Oh, that's nice.
Service over. 4.
Just a little
6.
reverse slice on that final kill to keep it straight. That one there. It's nice, I like that.
Play.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She's playing a little bit short on a number of occasions.
Service over.
Bingjiao,
7,
and
4.
she can't afford to do that against Sindhu.
He's gone wide. Now, you see, that's the sort of shot that I think is an accumulative tiredness. It's not physical tiredness.
Yeah.
You know, she's won 3 out of the last 5 tournaments she's played. You know, and I think mentally she's perhaps a little tired.
And it's the quarterfinals, so there's a long way to go yet in this tournament.
Yeah.
Which also means something. That's
gone wide too. Yeah.
9-4.
Yeah, you might be right, Joe. At least the body language is it's a little bit down from Bingjiao at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fantastic shot. Yeah, I'd take a challenge on that as well.
4.
Might be the right call, but might as well have a look at it.
I call it. Sorry. Next time. No. You are not immediate.
What now?
Next time. Right.
What on earth is going on?
Bingjiao. Okay. Because you are not immediate.
Well, looking at that again,
After my call, no.
it looked as if it may have been out. Just get this absolutely correct. Hawkeye
Okay.
has said that it's in.
And we've seen it on our screen. I don't know if they've seen it here in the hall.
The giant screen has shown it. In which case, it should be Bingjiao that's got the point. It landed in. Have I got that right? Bingjiao challenged, didn't she? Or maybe he didn't allow the challenge.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused, I have to say.
We couldn't hear it properly here, what he said to her.
Perfect, ऐसे नेट से आराम से faster आराम से
I thought that was
yes
Actually, I'll ask you suggestion.
an immediate challenge from Bingjiao.
Well, and Hawkeye
Radio no అని చెప్పు.
showed us that she was correct to challenge because it had landed in.
And it
yet-
was shown on the, not on the screens in the end of the hole, but on the
Bodyకి మంచి close.
middle giant screen here hanging above this court.
Yeah.
ऐसे सोच के connect होके
It's me. Oh, we had a little bit of controversy yesterday, didn't we? Over challenges. Well, now I'm confused.
11,
Anyway,
4, play.
the players play on. 11-4 the scoreline.
Well, she's been absolutely dominant, PB Sindhu. Since I jinxed her Bingjiao by saying that I didn't feel that Sindhu had the shot quality today.
No, it's gone long.
Service
Well.
over. 5-12.
She does need a little run of points, her Bingjiao, if she wants to come through in her home event, because at the moment PV Sindhu seems to be cantering through this second game. Yeah, that's a super angle.
Service over.
Yeah, and again,
13,
that's
5.
my interpretation of fatigue from her Bingjiao. Just didn't seem to have, you know, when you can see players have that extra sort of desire to get the shuttle back and so on. That just seems to be lacking a little bit. And that's understandable. I mean, my goodness me, she's been playing so well over these recent weeks, the last couple of months.
Sindhu's making it hard for her,
Yeah.
making her work every single point. It's gone long.
14-5.
2号场即将进行的是男子单打比赛，由来自马来西亚的伊斯甘达祖坎南对阵来自中国的乔彬。
Match of fortune, men's singles between Iskandar Malaysia, Xiaobin China.
本场比赛裁判员拉普阿亚科沙萨，斯里兰卡。发球裁判员克里斯蒂亚。
Service over. 6-14.
Service judge, Christian Hamlet, Denmark.
though.
Yeah.
One last challenge,
7,
perhaps, from
14.
Bingjiao to get back into this game.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I think it has to be now or never. That's a great headshot, isn't it?
8, 14. Play. Service over.
Well, not only was she forced to play the backhand from deep in court, she took it quite late. Bingjiao. And that's when errors happen. Oh, look at that. My goodness me.
Service over.
Well, there's me talking about backhands and how they can get you into trouble. That was superb. Cross-court backhand smash. Played to perfection.
Service over. 16, 9.
No, it's overdone it.
17, 9.
All credit to PV Sindhu, I have to say, because the way that she's battled through that opening game and now very much in control of this match. Oh, there you
Service
are.
over.
That's the curse of the commentator at work again.
10, 17.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Out. Service over. 18,
It's a terrible serve.
10.
Good net exchange. Yeah.
19, 10.
2 points away from a place in the semi-final. Ah, that's well taken. My goodness me. Yeah.
20,
All credit
match point.
to Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. Well, delaying the inevitable, one suspects. Asking for the court to be mopped, the left-hander, yeah. 10 match point opportunities for the Olympic silver medalist. It's gone wide.
Game.
Nicely done. 22-20, 21-10. Having saved that game point opportunity in the opening game, PV Sindhu really raced away with that second game. Yeah, she'll be absolutely delighted with that. Thanks the coaches for their help and support.
21, 10.
Well, this match just a fraction under the 40-minute mark. But what a good second game from PV Sindhu. Yep, the match points. Shuttle clearly wide. No controversy about that call. So, confirmation of the score, 22-20, 21-10. So next up is mixed doubles, and it features the Olympic champions Tontoe Ahmad and Liliana Nasir up against the Korean pair. Good to see the Koreans back playing well. Of course, Yu Young-sung has been concentrating in recent months on his men's doubles with Lee Yong-dae, but now that Lee Yong-dae has retired, he is giving his full attention to mixed doubles once more. Well, this is from quarterfinals onwards, and just 4 different nations, 3 Korean pairs, 2 Chinese pairs, 2 Indonesian pairs and 1 Japanese pair, and only 4 seeds left in. 2 in the top half of the draw and 2 in the bottom half of the draw. And here are the Olympic champions. Won this title 3 years ago, did Tontoe Ahmad and Liliana Nasir.
And the receiver, Yong. And which side?
Oh, he's got both knees strapped. He normally has one of his knees, a knee support on. That's a little concerning. That's obviously problems with both his knees at the moment. So as far as the Olympic champions are concerned, well, they played the Denmark Super Series. That was the 4th of the 5 premiers. Of course, this is the 5th and last premier event of the year here in China. But they missed out in Paris because they had more celebrations to continue back in their home country of Indonesia. 31 years of age, born in Manado in the north of North Sulawesi. And they, well, yes, I was going to say they haven't been world #1. She was world #1 with Nova Widianto, with whom she won 2 world titles. They're currently, as a pair, Ahmad and Nasir, ranked number